guys remember I talked about last week with the magazine, right?
Yeah.
I tried to look for it the other day, and I couldn't find it. But what I did find was some old memories.
Oh God.
Old memories?
Not including my kids.
Found a few old washcloths or something like that.
Everything dried up.
They were standing up by themselves,
Yeah, that wasn't It was a sad day. I couldn't see it or couldn't find them, but they were. The pages were a lot rougher than I imagined.
I was about to say, I expected it was probably a little more crusty than you probably remembered.
Well, it didn't sound like a brand new newspaper or magazine, so.
Just a little more stiff than they usually are.
Yeah.
It's like sandpaper.
Well, it probably wasn't that much, but the front. There's a lot of the front and back covers because it says paper type magazines. Like it's not that that laminated, type style.
It's not waterproof.
Yeah. So like it's just like trying to sneak into the spots and sneaking out. The staples about worn out. Anyway, welcome to the Slightlies Podcast. We're just going to start off like that. I am Tyler. I got Sean, John, and Chris with me. And
yes, sir.
We're going to talk about some interesting things tonight.
Yeah.
So Sean, I got that chocolate you gave me last night.
Yeah. How was that?
That was a joy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. That was an interesting.
Did it help you relax?
Yeah. I slept.
Yeah. That's good. How much of it did you eat?
I started off with a third of the bar, right?
That's a good starting point.
Yeah.
That's a very good
So I thought.
Yeah.
And then I timed it because he was like, I'll just wait 20 minutes or so and we'll, kind of see where you're at. 20, 30 minutes to see where you're at.
Yes, sir.
And it was an hour and a half and I still wasn't feeling anything. My eyes were getting a little heavy, I'm like...
And then he made the mistake.
Needless to say, we were in the middle of playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Like I just got home with some Japanese food. So I downed that, right? And then I eat the chocolate. So I'm thinking that may have something to do with...
Oh, yeah.
And then it was hungry again. No.
Let
me tell you, I was thirsty as shit later on. Before I went to bed, my damn mouth...
got a mouthful of cotton going on.
That shit felt like desert going on.
Yeah. How many milligrams was it?
We're not going to discuss that.
Oh.
It was enough. Enough to get the job done.
What was that,
350.
350, yeah.
Yeah. I guess we will discuss that.
Yeah, might as well figure it out. But
how'd it taste?
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream doesn't mean shit, man.
With some dookie and cream, huh?
Oh my god.
Okay.
That I see what they were trying to do, but
well, it's kind of hard to infuse your flavor with your flavor.
Yeah.
Well,
but that didn't work. An hour and a half in, and I was like, this stuff's a little weak. Maybe because I'm full, what I mean? Like maybe it just absorbed too much or whatever. And
yeah.
So I got down to the halfway mark, and
Then you start
slept pretty
realizing you
fucking
overserved
good.
yourself.
Dude.
At that moment, he realized he fucked up.
Dude, I caught myself just staring at the TV. All right, I'm playing the game, you know what I mean? And I'm just not even moving. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm still playing.
Like seriously, there were so many points.
Your fingers are moving and they're
like,
not.
Well, there were so many points. Like I was in a car with him or on a boat or something like that, and the boat just stops,
dude.
And I'm like, at first I was like, what the hell is he doing? I was like, oh, maybe he went to go pee or something, but it was like a solid 30 seconds. And all of a sudden he's like, all right, anyway, let me just go ahead and do this here. We'll make this work. And yeah, it was fun though.
Yeah,
it was fun though.
The later in the night, I just started
zoning out hard.
Yeah. That's why I didn't come over. So
you were on the moon.
I was like, it'd be better if I just stay home.
He was
for a little while.
Yeah.
Those are always the best, though. I always love that because, especially when you're sitting on the couch, you kind of start melting into it a little bit. And you're really starting to
eat
feel
too many of them, you start sitting on the TV and watching the couch. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was 10 out of 10. We'll do it again, though.
Yeah,
That was easy. That was an easy trip.
Well, you're telling you think the chocolates did the job. Wait till you try the gummies.
Oh, the gummies are, yeah.
They were, you know how you got like those little Starburst gummies?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was kind of like those, but 500 milligrams.
Jesus.
Each. So, yeah.
Take a tiny
Master
bit.
relaxation. Well, I would eat like a quarter of one, and that's enough for me. I'm like more than enough. So
That's crazy.
about an hour later, it's night time. You know? Yeah, you don't even want to stay up to enjoy it. You're just like, nah, I'm going to bed.
Room starts spinning a little bit more, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
bed's sounding real nice right about now.
Well, and see, the problem is you lay down in bed and then you watch the ceiling, and the whole ceiling's doing this. It's like you're part of a ceiling fan. So you got
the fan moving, you got the ceiling moving.
Yeah, so you got. Well, and I've learned a trick that works for me when we do this, or when if I'm ever drunk or anything like that. I will lay on the bed, but I'll lay far enough to put my legs down, and I put my feet on the floor.
Some sort of stability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it gets in my mind that everything is good, so it slows down to a very slow spin.
That's
Because when you get the fast
spins.
spins, that you're in trouble. You're done. You might as well just go ahead and go in the bathroom and start hugging the toilet because something's fixing to happen.
That's my finish line there.
Yeah.
I'll start spinning.
Yeah.
Well, it was good while it lasted.
Right.
It was a great time.
All right, I'm going to head out.
No, I have a bad habit of when I do that is that I just go sit in the shower. And I'm like, oh, this will sober me up. And then I just sit there staring at like the shower head. Just raining down. I'm like, I'll snap back to it.
It's so
like
pretty.
an hour later. I'm like,
where am I at?
this is kind of cold. Let's get out of here.
Damn, you spend a whole damn hour in the shower. Shit, damn, I'll run out of hot water if I take anything longer than a 20-minute shower.
Well, no, it probably definitely got cold before that, but I was just realizing it after an hour that I was freezing my ass off and that I needed to get out.
Like, yeah, it's a little cold. I should get out of here.
This hot water ain't so hot no more.
I'm pretty bad at that whenever I get drunk. I always sit in the shower, man, and you guys know this, man.
So many times.
Countless times I've
He'll
fallen asleep in the
disappear.
shower.
We'll
be
be
like,
having a
where
good
the fuck
time
is
and shit.
Chris?
And then we were all...
Well, I've heard
gone.
story of one time where you got in that shower just a little too late and it didn't work for you.
Been a couple times.
Oh, is there? Oh, a couple times? Okay. I've been there. See, my thing, I lay down on the floor. Like if it's a hardwood floor or some sort of hardwood, porcelain, something like that. But I'll take my shirt off. Yeah, I'll take my shirt off because I get, if I know I'm going to get sick, I get really hot. Weird. Like my face gets super hot and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, it's going to happen. But if I can cool myself down, I can stop it. But sometimes you're just in a place where there is no hardwood floor to lie on and you're just like, all right, I'm going to go outside. I'll be back. Which, as a matter of fact, that happened pretty. It's probably been about 6 or 7 months ago last time, but there was a few of us. We got pretty well intoxicated on peach whiskey, and I was already drinking beer, and you know how they have that saying, "Beer before liquor, never been sicker," and liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Well, I had about 8 or 9 beers prior to that, and then we started doing shots. The last shot, I took it, and I was like, ooh.
That indigestion starts.
Yeah, that indigestion started, and I went outside, and then I was just standing there talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden, all that whiskey kicked in at once, and I was like, I'll be back.
I'm going to take a quick walk.
Well, and the problem is, I stood outside beside their house. They were in a newer neighborhood. Houses were still being built, where there was a house that was being built next to them. So I was like, all right, I don't have to worry about the neighbors seeing me or anything like that. But I stood there for probably a half an hour just having this feeling like I'm going to get sick. And I'm like, just come on, just do it. And the problem is, it's because I am deathly terrified of throwing up.
Oh, I am too.
I spent a lot of my young life when I was a kid sick, and it's like in the back of my mind. And I'm sitting there, I was like, "Come on, just do it." And I'm like, "Well, some people they stick their finger down their throat." So let me try that. Didn't work. So I had to get my mindset in it, just thinking of stuff that would make me get sick, and then finally, floodgates opened. After that, I was good for a minute, but I just laid down. And then my wife was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and go home. That ride home, I made it. I made it home. And I sat in the bed. I sat in the bed for maybe about 15 seconds. I was like, I got to go. Back to the bathroom I went. And that last time I had gotten sick, I'd sobered up. I was good. Damn. I was like, all right, cool. We're all set. And then, of course, the next morning you wake up and you got the liquor shits. And,
oh, yeah.
You know, but
your head's pounding a little bit too hard for your liking.
Well, and that's the problem. Normally, I don't get hangovers. I'll get a hangover off of drinking beer before I get a hangover off drinking liquor.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I can easily get drunk off of beer. But for some reason, I can sit back and drink Jack and Cokes all night long and be cool. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So, yeah. Anyway.
What's your, start off with your most drunk story, like the funny drunk story. I have a feeling all of ours will be the same. Unless y'all got different.
I'll let y'all tell yours, and then I'll hit you off with mine. Are we going with the funniest drunk story?
Well, just
or most memorable?
Sloppiest drunk story.
Sloppiest?
Sloppiest, funniest,
or I got most interesting drunk story.
Okay. So I can do that. Yeah. So, and I actually, my drunk story, I developed a nickname off of mine. So,
oh God.
Yeah, if y'all want to tell yours, I'll or whoever. Y'all looking at me like you want to hear some shit.
Y'all want to do the?
There's so many. I mean,
the campground one, or?
I was thinking of a different one for myself.
Oh, okay.
No, my craziest was probably the one time I went over to your place before Thanksgiving.
Oh God!
Chugged half a bottle of Jameson, half a handle of Jameson by myself.
This is wild, man.
We went to the store, and I ended up passing out. Like
in the store?
Wow. No, not in the store.
Okay.
I was passed out. We were walking through the store, and I was making like a scene. Apparently,
yeah, he was like falling on the shelves and shit.
I was shit faced, dude. Wow. Anyways, we get back into his girlfriend's car at the time, and we make it 5 feet out of the parking lot, and I'm like, slow down, and I swing the fucking door open, vomit everywhere.
It was like cars behind us, man.
It was rough, dude.
Wow.
And then and then I pass out in the back seat, and Chris has to drag my ass into the garage, at least put a space heater for me, put a little blanket on me.
You'll just sleep here tonight, little buddy.
I did not wake up. I woke up at like 5 a.m. I think, and I remember literally falling out of the little chair that he put me in, crawling my ass over to the water and drinking like 3 waters because I was done. I was like, dude, I need fucking water now.
Have you ever heard where people, like, if you get drunk the night before on some sort of liquor or something like that, and if you chug water the next day, you'll get fucked up all over again?
No.
What? I've had that happen to me.
Really?
I got completely schnockered on what the hell? I think it was Jaeger. And I woke up the next morning trying to sober up or trying to like kill this hangover, and I chugged a bottle of water. Instantly wrecked again. Like it was bad. Yeah.
Nah, I've never had that.
Yeah.
I know that it sobered me up enough because I was able to go home at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Well, that's good.
But I didn't move for the rest of the day. Like the next day was Thanksgiving. My parents are coming to my door. They're like, "Hey, do you want to eat?" I'm like, "Fuck no, dude. I'm keeping my ass in this bed and I am not moving." And I didn't. I didn't move till probably about 3 a.m. the next day.
Wow.
Like the crazy. Black Friday, that I was gone, dude.
Like, all right, I'm good. Let's go shopping now.
And that was the thing. That was always my dad's tradition. Was mine and him.
Oh, yeah.
Going Black Friday.
That's good.
And he sticks his head in like 3 a.m. and I'm like somewhat sobered up at that point. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do some walking right now.
Yeah. Chris, what you got? Amongst your arsenal of drunk stories.
Honestly, I was sitting here and I was like, damn, what's the best one? And I think
it's hard.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
They're all, they're not all like, oh, it was a great time, but it's they're all funny. You know what I mean? It's all great.
It has to be that time I caught my leg on fire.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, have you never heard this story?
No.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay.
We were having a fire, and we had a bottle of kerosene. We put
a water bottle.
So
we like poked a hole in the top of it. Which
That's
is
definitely not OSHA proof.
yeah, definitely not.
Oh, so this was accidental then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, we were squirting in the fire, and I guess it came outside the fire. And I thought it was like leaves or something, so I could have stepped on it and put it out.
It was going up the stream of the bottle.
Oh, you had a
threw it on the ground. He didn't realize it. He was shit-faced. He was over...
He wasn't
I think he was over...
around the fire.
No, he wasn't. I think you were over taking a piss
yeah, there's three of
or...
us peeing together. I remember
Yeah.
While your leg was on fire?
No.
Oh,
No, he was taking a piss. He turns around, sees the fire on the ground, thinks it's leaves, starts yelling at everybody to clean it up. Everyone's yelling at him, don't do that.
These are shiny leaves.
Goes, slams his foot directly on the bottle, and steps on one side, shoots onto his other leg.
Oh,
And
you
at
stepped
that,
on the bottom?
yeah,
Oh,
and at that point, his whole leg just ignites him to a fireball, dude.
Did you come out of your pants? Or did you have
I
shorts
think
on?
he was wearing shorts.
I was wearing shorts, yeah.
He was,
I remember
because it was
laying
warm
there.
enough for...
I was sitting on the ground, and everyone's like, "Stop, drop, and roll!" And I was like, "Oh wait, I'm actually on fire."
Yeah, he's like laughing his ass off.
Like,
He's
I'm really burning
"That-
here.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Okay. Yeah.
And like people are trying to like grab him and like pat him down and everything, and he's just rolling on the
Pretty sure it was like 3 people who took their shirts off.
Yeah.
Start just smacking you.
They're like, dude, fucking sit still so we can put this fire out.
I'm pretty sure somebody was just smacking your face just to smack. Like,
I mean,
Nastiest part.
seize the moment, you know. Here's
As
an
far as I went to
opportunity.
work on Monday,
Oh my.
I didn't go to the doctor till Tuesday, and that happened on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And
So
it
what, you
was-
end up having like second-degree burns or some shit like that? Or
yeah, I had
just
second degree, and on the back I had third.
No shit.
Yeah, it
On the
was
back of my
bad,
leg,
dude.
But I mean, I went to work and I was wearing shorts, and I had a blister from my knee to my foot, like in one giant blister. My worker was like, "Chris, you got to go to the doctor, man. You can't."
I don't want
He was wrapping it in like toilet paper and duct tape, trying to keep everything like together, and it was just not.
Yeah, that's
You'll be
good.
young again.
I just
Right?
I just remember the smell, dude. The
was
singeing hair
nasty.
and the skin. It was like, yeah, that's tasty.
Yeah, like, nothing like the smell of burning
yeah,
flesh.
you totally killed the whole mood. Of it.
Like, all right, party's over.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, the
done
music
here.
going, fucking grill going, everything, and it was after that you went into the bathroom. And,
Nobody wanted to eat the meat now.
yeah,
Well, dude, I went in. I was like, Chris, are you all right? Do you need anything? And all I know is he fucking yelled at me. I was like,
yeah, he was.
I'm gonna go now. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk away and I'm gonna leave for now, man.
Dude,
At that
he was
point, it
really
went from
pissed.
happy drunk to a pissed off drunk
Yeah.
because you
Oh,
burnt yourself.
yeah.
Which, I mean,
feel
it's
you.
understandable.
Oh no,
you know
no,
what I mean?
completely understandable.
Well, yeah,
I do
I'd be
not blame him
shitty too if I
whatsoever.
just fucking Freddy Kruegered my leg. Shit.
It was nasty, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so gross,
Okay.
dude.
That was probably the most insane
Gotcha. Okay.
time.
Yeah, that
over
was
there.
the insane moments, I think.
That's crazy.
Tyler?
I just love this story. We were at this campground, and we got a camper for like a weekend or
Oh
so.
Lord, yeah.
Oh.
That's one. Yeah.
And this trip will always be known as the campground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean, like the campground trip. And we're there on a Saturday or something, and we're just going to town. I think you had like a bottle of or two of wine. There was a whole handle of Fireball.
Yeah, and that was my fault because I kept walking
Yeah.
inside, and I'd have to piss like every 5 seconds because I was
Well,
drinking.
yeah, you break the seal. You got to
Exactly, I was pissing every 5 seconds, but each time I walked inside to go piss, I came out with a tray
motherfucker.
full of Fireball shots.
Hell yeah.
No
I
way
mean, you
how
have
this
to.
tray came-
You leave. You have to come back bearing gifts.
Oh, you know where
So-
this tray came from. He just fucking found it. This camper had next to nothing in it. But he goes out with a tray.
By God, he found a tray, though.
Yeah, I did. I came out with like a little serve and shit. I was like,
Your shots, my lord.
shots, bitches.
That's awesome.
We never knew he was gone until he comes out with a tray full of shots.
Yeah.
And I'm at this point, I'm yelling shots every time I walk out, and they're
Hell
just
yeah.
like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So fast forward a little bit, mixed with shots and beer.
Yeah.
And
That was a rough
that
night.
wasn't going smooth. We were all sitting down, so it was not like hitting anybody except for John. He was the only one getting up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'm running, but this was before I was like falling asleep all the time when I was drunk. This was when I was like running around and
Yeah.
not
got that
staying
hyper
still.
drunk?
Yes.
Yep.
So at one point, we all decided we got, like, we're all using the restroom and stuff, but I think I personally had the shit, and somebody else was like, I got shit too. So we all went to the bathhouse, which was
and hold hands.
right down the way there. Well, it's different stalls and everything.
Well, you can hold hands underneath.
I guess so.
Long ass arms.
Hold my hand. We're in this together. You know.
At this point, we're all pretty well off, and all I remember is being woken up on the toilet. Like, I'm pretty sure it was Chris.
It was me.
I woke up to him looking over the stall. Like, Ty. I woke up. I was like, oh shit, what's up? And he's like, come on, like, fuck, wake up. I was like, all right, fine, fuck you, dude. And I get up, do all the paperwork stuff, get out. And he's like, come on, quick. And I'm like, what the fuck's the deal? I'm open the door. I see John over in the corner. Mm-hmm. Chris is fucking over there. He can't even breathe right now. He's fucking laughing. I look over. John's passed out on the fucking trash can.
I somehow leaned myself against the wall in the trash can, and I was passed out, dude. I was so comfortable.
So yeah, 2 motherfuckers fell asleep in this damn bathroom. Did you fall asleep in the bathroom?
No,
so you were waiting there. You said you fell asleep in the shower because you were the one who wanted to get in the shower
or something. Yeah,
and Ty was the one who needed to shit, so he fell asleep on the toilet. You fell asleep in the shower. I fell asleep on the trash can, waiting for the both of you. And you guys were in there for so long, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
So I guess a fucked up question. So were you like mid turd when you fell asleep?
Did you wake up?
Did you like
and it was
wake
all
up with
crusty?
one hanging? No. Okay. Just curious. Did you at least wipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes you can be fucked up enough.
Wasn't that drunk?
Oh, okay. You gotta be. Well, I mean, I was gonna say you gotta be blacked out drunk to not wipe, but you were fucked. Okay. That's good though.
I'm glad we get out of there. We go back to the campsite, and now that we're all up and moving, we're fucked.
Yeah, we were trash, dude.
Them two wanted to go on the beach.
Did I?
Yeah,
Wait, where
you ended up going.
What fucking campground were you?
Ocean Lake.
Oh. No, it's Lakewood, I think.
No,
whatever.
Okay.
One of them.
But it had a beach.
Yeah, it's beachfront.
It's beachfront. Yeah.
That's how all these
it's down
RV
on
places
the beach.
Fucking guys trip.
Yeah.
I want to go. Let's go. I want to get drunk and go swimming. Shit.
Part 2 of the
Right?
campground.
Okay.
Well, they end up going to the beach, and I was like, nah, fuck y'all guys. I'm good. So I'm relaxed in this damn chair. Pass the fuck out.
And pass out.
Pass the fuck out in the chair.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep on the beach.
Hell yeah.
That's what y'all told me. Either y'all were passed out on the beach or
Were you cuddling?
somebody. I don't know what the deal was.
I know I fell asleep on the beach.
I bet that was
I
peaceful.
don't remember
as
if
fuck,
Chris
though.
did.
That had to be so peaceful.
Oh, yeah, it
Falling
was
asleep on the
great.
beach, dude.
All I could think about was last year, John fell asleep on the beach.
That was not last year. That was like 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And we're like,
Because it was pre-pandemic.
yeah, oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it was like 2 years ago.
And we had like a rally, so there's a bunch of people all hanging out and drinking and stuff. John disappears.
I was like,
back covered in sand.
I told his girlfriend at the time, hey, I'm gonna go for a walk. Just I'll be back in a little bit.
I'm gonna go for
I
a lay
only
down.
told her because he was like off running around between everybody, being hyperactive as shit, and I was just like, I'm going for a walk. I need some air. I went on the beach, and I fell asleep for a little bit. And the only reason I know I fell asleep is because I remember laying on the beach. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up and water surrounding me.
Oh, dude, the tide came in.
The tide came in, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" I fell asleep, and I like it wasn't so much that I was like super drunk, but I was like tired. So I woke up and I got up. I was like, I definitely need to go back now because I don't know how long I was out for. And yeah, I go walking back completely covered in sand. Just fucking.
Sorry.
It was bad.
Jeez.
Sorry.
No, that's good. So you fell asleep on the shitter. Okay.
I have a story from this week actually. I got invited to a birthday party. I was off of work on Thursday.
Oh my god.
Got invited to a
This
birthday
wasn't a kid's
party.
birthday party, was it?
Yes, it was.
I think it was a kid's birthday party. But these
Jesus Christ.
These guys are fucking wild.
They're Brazilians, dude.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And so everyone's getting hammered. I mean, we're all doing shots and whatnot.
Happy birthday, little guy. Hey, we're getting fucked up shots.
It's like his daughter's like 3-year-old birthday or something.
way. That's awesome.
But we, the next day, you know, he got the beer shits, man. Me and John went to Walmart.
Oh my god.
And fucking, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get some Arby's, you know, because it's like right by there. Oh. So I had the French dip, dude.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that was so good.
Man, I was fucking running into the house because I shit my pants.
Oh, did you?
Okay. Here's the thing. He's dropping me off at the house because I rode with him. He's dropping me off, and like I'm not like he's not even pulled up. He's like, John, you need to go. Right now, you need to go. I was like,
fucking roll, bitch.
I was like, you haven't even stopped the fucking car yet. And he's like, you need to go. It's coming. It's knocking. I'm like, all right, bro, chill. I was like, I need to grab my shit out of the back of the truck.
Get it later.
Honestly, I probably should have. And then, like, not even 5 minutes later, he's calling me, and he's like, I'm on my way home. You need to distract me. I'm at the top of the street. This is coming. You need to distract me.
Yeah, I remember I fucking opened up the garage. I slammed it. Fucking flew into the driveway, man.
I hear him getting out of the truck and just hauling ass, dude.
Like wet noise on the phone.
He's like, oh fuck. The whole time he's like, oh fuck, it's coming, and then
And as he's running, you just hear.
all I hear is silence. It's like he dropped his phone and just gave up. All I heard was silence, and I'm there. I'm like, did you make it? And he's like, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Oh,
and I was running inside. It came and it.
But you made it inside the house before you shit?
Well, I like opened up the door to the garage, and that's when I shit my pants.
Oh,
and
that sucks.
Fucking pulled out my pants, man. It was fucking everywhere.
Looking like an exploded baby's diaper.
It's hilarious because he always does this, and we talked about Arby's last time, right?
Yeah.
He went to the beach one time, kind of the same situation. Been drinking the night before, whatever, and we go crabbing out on the beach, but he stops and gets Arby's.
You know you can catch crabs that way. Just saying.
We stop and get Arby's, and of course he eats all the Arby's. We get down there, and he realizes I have to shit really bad. So
that's when you just go in the water, dude.
He did.
Oh,
but
okay.
He like had to take everything off and had to use his underwear as his toilet paper. And
well, I went in the bushes. I think we talked about it in the first episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was
the most scenic shit he's ever had.
Because it was overlooking the inlet, man. I was sitting there and it was fucking squatting. I mean, it was.
You didn't find you should have found like a pine cone or something. You know?
A pine?
A pine cone?
You never heard about that?
No.
Or a fucking leaf?
Well, a leaf, but pine cone?
What the fuck, man?
Apparently, people do that.
What are you wiping your ass with?
I wipe my ass with. I pat my ass with toilet paper after I bidet that bad boy. But I've seen people and heard stories like you got bushmen and shit like that. People that actually live out in the woods and stuff like that. They say they'll wipe their ass with everything except for poison ivy. So. Whatever it takes.
A pine cone?
I've heard.
A pine cone.
Fucking, I don't know, man.
The thing that has like little spikes on the end of it? A pine cone?
Not all pine cones have pokies on them.
Oh.
What?
Where?
South Carolina pine cones got pokies on them. Up where I come from? No. We call them Grinch peckers, actually. They kind of look. They kind of look. Well, when they first start, they turn out green and look like a big old cigar. And then one day, my stepdad called it a Grinch pecker, and it's just turned into that from here on out. But yeah, they don't all have little pokies on them up north. Shit's different up north
down
than
here.
We got pokers on. Well, yeah, okay, good point. Yeah.
Down here, you are not.
Okay, well, if you ever go up north and you got shit really bad in the woods, just use a pine cone. I guess.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah,
How about that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's your
my little drunk story? Oh shit! It was my birthday.
That's usually how it starts.
Well, happy birthday!
I don't remember. I don't even fucking remember how old I was. I don't remember half of a lot of shit that was done. But the most important part I remember, we went bar hopping. I drank a lot. Like I probably drank my fucking body weight in alcohol that night. And like we went from bars. We went to a bar, and then somebody got a phone call and said, "Hey, so and so's throwing a party." So we went to this party and we all did shots there, and then we went to another bar, and then we went to a strip club, and then the last bar that we went to. Yeah, the last bar that we went to, I did a few other shots. Yeah. Oh hell, y'all got another one.
Yes, I forgot about this one.
We went to the very last bar that was maybe about a quarter mile from where I was living at the time at my buddy's house.
Oh shit.
Well, I started drinking more, and then we left, and we got. Probably not even 20 feet out of the parking lot. I was like, dude, you're going to have to pull over. I'm going to get sick. So he pulls over to the side of the road, and I'm just sitting there completely repainting the fucking asphalt. I mean, and the cops pull up behind us.
Oh, shit.
Cut their lights on. I'm sitting there. I was like, he says, dude, the cops. I was like, fuck it, I'm legal. I can drink. Fuck this, The cop walks up to the side, looks at me. Hey, how you doing tonight? And in the process of saying, hey, I'm good, I proceeded to throw up on this cop.
No way.
Swear to God. I threw up down his leg in his boots, and he was standing there in it. And he didn't even say anything. And as I was continuing, and then I was done, and I was like, well, how are you doing? He was like, well, I'm currently covered in vomit right now, so that explains my night.
That's so great.
Yeah. Well, and then apparently this cop wanted me to get out of the car. He said, can you step out of the car? And I was getting ready to get out. My buddy grabs my belt and says, do not get out of the car. If you get out of the car, you're going to jail. He's going to give you a public intox. He's gonna take your ass to jail. And I'm sitting there, I was like, fucking let me out, man. I need to get out and talk to this guy. And he just kept going and kept going. He said, no, you're not getting out. And I guess apparently I stopped trying to get out. But then he asked me one more time, and it just registered with me. And he was like, step out of the car. I was like, no. You want to take me to jail for puking on you.
This is personal.
Yeah. So finally, he went ahead and did the breathalyzer and all that shit on my buddy who was driving. Somehow he passed. I don't know fucking how. But we got back home, and I go inside, and I fall asleep on the couch in the middle of vomiting. And like this buddy of mine, he was the coolest motherfucker. Like every time I'd get sick, he would be right there. But it's okay, buddy. It's okay. I'm like
holding your hair back.
Yeah, and I know the whole time I'm like, you're such a good friend. And then finally, I fucking woke up the next morning and realized all of my clothes had came off as I was walking into the house. You get to the front door, there's a shirt. Couple feet further, there's my pants. Couple feet further, there's my socks.
Oh, shit.
And about 10 feet from where the couch was, there were my underwear. But at some point, I had taken my wallet and laid it on the kitchen table. Apparently, I got robbed that night.
What the fuck?
By one of the guys that was cruising around with us. I had like $300 in my wallet. And it was gone.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you what. There's one other. I got one more for you, and I'll explain to you how I got one of my nicknames.
Okay.
I was about 16 years old, and I went to a college party. I was working at Texas Roadhouse at the time, and a lot of the people that were there were in college and shit like that. So I got invited to a college party. Apparently, about 70 or 80 Jello shots later, I ended up hanging from a tree, butt-ass naked, making monkey noises and telling people, look at me, I'm a monkey. So the next day, or I don't even think it was the next day, we went back to school. There were some people that I worked with that went to my school and were at that party. My nickname was Monkey. And
That wouldn't pass in today's.
No, no. People would get yeah, there'd be a lot of butthurt about that name now. But I even had a license plate for the front of my car that I had airbrushed that said Monkey on it. And then when I got rid of my car, I got a Jeep and had a new one made to match my car. And yeah. But every time anybody saw me, hey, what's up, Monkey, and this and that, and yeah. But like y'all said, you hear somebody holler that shit out nowadays, somebody's gonna get a little offended.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's a hell of a story, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think what me and John were talking about.
Ty was there too.
Yeah.
Ty was there too.
Yeah. Shit.
We were having a rager one night, and man,
was it when my brother was in town, right?
Yeah.
We went out with him and
and we forgot Logan at the bar. So we were all having a rager, drinking a lot, whatnot. And there we go. I forgot who came up with the idea. It's like 11 o'clock. We're like, let's go to the strip club.
I think it was Miguel.
Yeah, probably Miguel.
I think it was Miguel.
So we all leave, and we end up leaving one of the guys there, so we had to turn around and go get him.
What the fuck?
We left one of our friends at the bar.
What a dick!
He calls
At
Chris.
least he was enjoying himself.
He calls Chris. He's like, "Hey, where are you guys?" And Chris is like, "Where are you?" And he's like, "I'm at the bar still." He's like, "Oh shit, we just ran to the convenience store real quick. We're turning around to come get you right now."
Lying ass motherfucker.
Meanwhile, we're halfway to the fucking strip club at this point. Yeah, we were because we were right there by the mall.
Yeah.
We were halfway there, dude. And we had to turn around. We're hauling ass back. He gets in. He's like, "You guys forgot me." He's like, "No, I don't know what you mean."
Wow.
He's like, I went to the store.
We get to the strip club, and our buddy Miguel, he's from Argentina. I think he was wearing like ripped jeans or something.
No. He was wearing like gym shorts.
Like gym
Oh,
shorts,
yeah, that's right.
like
That's
zero
right.
shorts
That's
or
right.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's the story you told me about.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
you couldn't get in.
Yes.
So you gave him your pants.
You
or
can't.
you took your pants off.
Here's the thing though. Miguel lived less than a quarter mile away. Like where the Dick Pond the Dick Pond store is over there.
Yeah.
It's right down that road. Not even halfway down.
Granted, I didn't know that.
He kept trying to tell you that. He's like, "Chris, I live right there. I can go and get pants."
Well, the reason we couldn't get in here at the beginning, for the main reason, is because you have to have a zipper on your pants or shorts.
Yeah.
And obviously, gym shorts,
Yeah.
stuff like that don't have zippers. So that was the reason why he was like, "We can't let you in." He didn't say anything about the rest of us. He just said, "We can't let you in." Well, Chris being Mr. Polite over here, he's like,
I
"Dude,
don't know what I was thinking.
dude, I'll stay out here. You take my pants."
He's like, "Here."
He hands me everything in his pockets. I didn't think nothing of it. He hands me his phone, his wallet, and his keys. I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh shit, what you doing here?"
I mean,
Then he proceeds to walk closer to Miguel, which is standing right next to the bouncer. Drops his pants, drops his shorts. He's like, "Here, take mine."
You can use my pants.
He didn't even try to take them all the way off. Like, he just dropped them to his ankles, like dropped them to his ankles, and he's just standing there.
that's a fucking friend right there. That is a friend. That's a hell of a sight. Here, you wear my britches. You need to go in there. Here.
Well, that friend also caused the rest of us to not even get in the
Yeah.
And
At
So what
point,
that guy just say? Get the fuck out of
He
here.
was just
yeah,
like,
the
"You know
bouncer
what?
was
All
just
of y'all
like,
can go."
"Go home. You guys have had hell of a night." And that was the funny part because he's like, the bouncer just looks and he's like, "All right, you guys have a good night." And Chris is like, "You have a good night too, man."
You too.
And he's like, "Thanks, man."
I was trying to
And
walk
he
inside.
tries to
He's
go
like, "No, you're not. You can't come in."
Oh shit! Wow,
He's like trying to push past him and everything. And he's just like,
that's
"No,
crazy.
bro."
Meanwhile, me and one of our friends that were visiting at the time, we were just both sitting over in the back. We're just like,
Kind of
"Did he really just do that?"
Right?
Yeah, we're both.
Damn.
Dude, that messed me up so
That's
much.
still that's a fucking.
That's
You're a
funny
trooper
as
for that shit, though, dude. That's great.
Dude, there's like a line
You're
outside
willing
the
to
strip
take
club,
off
too.
your pants for somebody else to be able to get in. That's fucking all. Sir, I commend you for that shit right there.
Jesus,
That's
that was a
good.
good time.
That was a wild night,
funny
man.
as shit.
Then went to
And then
Waffle House, I think.
we got kicked out of the parking lot and stuff. Well, not parking lot, but we just weren't allowed in, so we all decided to go to the next best place, which is Waffle House.
Hell yeah!
So
See, I always did IHOP. Like, we had a Waffle House and an IHOP. Well, better yet, with my younger friends, we would go to Waffle House. When I would go out after my first divorce, me and my dad would go out and just get schnockered. And all of his friends and shit like that. I was like, fuck it, he's my roommate. Let's go out and get hammered. We would go to IHOP. So it's like every other week or something that we would go back and forth between Waffle House and IHOP. And both are equally as good when you're hammered.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Any breakfast food is good when you're hammered.
Oh, yeah,
That's like my
man.
go-to is breakfast.
and I would always go in there. I would ask for like hella bacon.
Something about grease when you're
Something-
slapped.
Fuck,
Just,
dude.
oh,
my God.
absolutely gone is great.
Deliciousness. Yeah. So
Yeah, so it was, the ongoing joke that night was
that's cool.
Chris, don't
Keep your pants
your
on,
fucking
buddy.
pants on here. We're all hungry at the moment. Yeah.
You all right?
And there's that other time, too, we were having a cookout. I think I just got my smoker and I was doing a brisket. And we had just a ton of people at the house, man. And something happened with my neighbor to where, like, an ambulance was trying to get to the house and they
Oh, shit.
physically couldn't get to the house because there's so many cars.
Oh no
There's
shit.
so many cars on the side. Like
Yeah, I think
there was
in the
cars
night,
parked on
actually.
each side of the road.
Well,
and
also,
that's-
There was
that's
enough
one of
room
those
for like a Ford
things-
Ranger to get through.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, I need you to move your car. We can't drive. We're drunk. Sorry, I can't break the law."
Everybody's
You know?
sobered up. We're like,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
But
Well,
the funniest part about this was before that happened was that we were sitting there inside
Oh, yeah.
and what was it? Our friend Mickey calls and he's like, "Guys, I need you to come outside right now. I need your help." And honestly, we were all sitting there like, "Oh shit, it sounds like we need to go out there and fight somebody," the way he
Yeah.
was talking. We all walk outside
Yeah,
and we see his car's ass in the air.
Would he
This
fall in the
motherfucker
ditch?
was sober and he drove into the ditch.
Damn.
He was sober and drove into the
I just
ditch.
wanted to see what it looked like from his point of view. You just got like 8 to 10 fucking
We all
big-ass guys.
we
come-
go running out thinking
like,
we have to
well,
fight,
We ain't
man.
running, but we fast walking out of this house.
You come out ready to fight and,
we're
you end
all
up
like,
laughing.
we're all pissed and jacking our fucking pants up and shit, like we about to throw hands or something.
Oh, that's
all we
awesome.
need to do is pull up or push the fucking Crown Vic or whatever the hell it is out.
A Crown Vic. Oh,
was
I
like
bet
a-
that
it was
bitch
a
was heavy
Mercury,
too.
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah,
Mercury,
it's like
yeah.
the Mercury version of a Crown Vic.
Was that like the Mariner?
It was like
or
a,
some
like a
shit like
98
that?
version.
Yeah, I think it's got a V8 in
Yeah.
it. It's got a big old engine in it.
Damn. That's funny though.
But it's so fucking funny.
That's
It's
good.
fucking
I like that. Okay. Okay. No, I like that. Okay. What do you say we move on to something else here?
Was the first time y'all tried Nuanas?
The old Mary Jane, the devil's lettuce, the ganja.
I think it was around 8th grade for me.
8th grade.
Yeah, mine had been around there.
I'm trying to think.
7th or 8th grade, something like that. I can't remember.
We had a buddy of mine. We always, y'all know, he used to live behind the school I attended, and
Damn.
we would go to said school in the playground. And
Did you like hide out under the turtle and get high?
they had this huge playground.
Yeah.
Well, at this one is the elementary school was right next to the middle school,
Mhm.
so we would go to the elementary school and
Okay.
go on their playground. So they had the swings, the slides, like it was
Fucking
great.
everything, yeah.
It was great.
That might be the first place I first did it too, actually.
Yeah. I feel like
On
that's
that
everybody's
playground.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you two bonding.
That's weird, man.
No, that's cool. My first time, it was either 7th or 8th grade. It was at my buddy's house. And he had already dabbled in it and all that shit. My first time, he was like, "Hey man, you wanna try this?" So I'm like, cool. He was like, "We got to make a bong first." And I didn't know nothing. I didn't.
Apple.
No. Coke bottle.
Okay.
And I didn't know nothing about it. I'm like, "What is a bong?" He was like, "No, I'll show you. I'll show you." So we took this Coke bottle, burned a hole in it, got a one of those ballpoint pens, a big pen.
Yeah.
Stuck it down in there, duct taped the cap of the bottle to the pen, put a hole in it, put some aluminum foil in there, filled that sumbitch up with water, and then walked a quarter fucking mile back behind his house to hide behind a hay bale whilst we smoked this shit. And all I really remember after that is we came back inside and both of us demolished 2 big boxes of Little Debbie's.
Nice.
And then a whole box of cereal. And we were straight. And at that point, I was like, huh, okay, this is cool. And I mean, I got a little bit more into it after that. But like, I never got super big into being a big stoner or no shit like that. You know, it's like every once in a blue moon, you know, I'll sit back and you know, smoke with him or some shit like that. So, but yeah, that was my first time, and I just remember I was like, this stuff is nasty. You know, I was like, this is gross. I don't know if I like this. And you know, which at that time, you know, I had already started fucking getting into smoking cigarettes and robbing the fucking ashtrays and shit like that in the house. Well, and we got lucky because his mom, she would smoke like a half a cigarette and forget about it. And she would put it out to go do something, and then she would come back and then light a new one. So she would have a whole fucking ashtray full. And I'm like, huh, let's get it. And then, you know, wrongfully so, you know, it got to the point she knew his friend, or my friend's mom knew she couldn't stop us, so she just started buying him cigarettes. So we would just smoke his cigarettes, so we were good. And it was the good old Camel Wides.
Oh, yeah.
The harshest fucking cigarette you could ever get was what he liked. So, but yeah, it was it was a fun time though, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah.
What
about you doing?
My friend had You want to go?
First time you ever dabbled in the devil's lettuce?
I think it was around the same time, around 7th or 8th grade. Mm-hmm. It was over at a buddy's house, and you know, it wasn't. I don't know. It was that typical moment where you have weed for the first time.
Yeah.
And you don't know how you feel about it, because I was just like, okay, this is a fucking weird ass feeling, dude. Right. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know if I like this. And then a couple weeks later,
like the first time ever getting cotton mouth and shit, you're just like,
yeah,
what the fuck is happening?
And then you realize drinking soda with cotton mouth is the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, because all the fizzing and everything.
And you feel like you're swallowing through a hole about that big, and as it goes down, you just feel it go.
I know. It's like that's when it like hits in your chest and you automatically like get,
you try
like,
to cough
or whatever.
Yeah, you try to cough and it doesn't clear anything. You just got to keep swallowing. Yeah.
I remember my mouth, like after drinking the soda, would get like super watery for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And then go like automatically desert dry again.
Yep.
And that's when I was just like, but I would keep doing that cycle over and over again. It would go like, you know, super dry, then I would drink soda or whatever. And
that's why, like, no bullshit, that's why I don't do it very often, because I don't like the feeling of having cotton mouth.
Yeah,
I hate
cotton mouth is a big downside about it.
I can't stand it. That's I'd rather eat edible. You don't get cotton chops if you eat edible. So, or some chocolate. Did you get cotton chops when you ate that chocolate?
It was towards when I when it started getting closer to bedtime.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, I've never gotten it.
Yeah. 1 o'clock or something.
Well, that's good though. At least it was bedtime. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go.
Chugged a glass of water and knocked out.
That's good.
A friend that started, that basically popped my cherry with it.
Ooh.
I won't say his name. He's got a pretty professional job, but we used to go camping afterward, or not afterwards, but later on, and we brought these zebra cakes,
Hell yeah,
And
man.
if he's listening, he's probably already laughing.
Oh yeah.
We got these zebra cakes, and we did it at the right time. We did it towards the night. And this is when we were tent camping, and he would we would get it going a little bit, and he's like, dude, zebra cakes, man. I was like, no, we gotta. At this point, I'm about ready to pass the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've done this probably like an hour before, and he's like, dude, zebra cakes, dude. I was like, no, we gotta save them for tomorrow.
Hell
we still had another day.
Oh,
we still had another day of like actually sleeping there. I'm like, no, we gotta save them for tomorrow. He's like, all right. A little bit later, I fucking wake up. I was like, hey, yo.
You want to have zebra cakes?
He's like, what? I was like, yeah, we should get these zebra cakes. He's just like,
them motherfuckers never tasted better. They've never tasted better before either, have they?
we were sitting in silence probably for a good, like, I don't know. It felt like it was like 12 minutes, but it was probably like just a minute and a half.
Right.
I was just like, yo, what about the zebra cakes? So we just we're like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Well, dude, that's how it was with me and my buddy. We had Star Crunch and fudge rounds, dude. A fucking fudge round, dude. Oh my god. We were sitting there and like the whole time, all I could see, like between me and my buddy, it was like a mirror. We would just.
And of course, everything's like sticking to the insides of your mouth.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta like move your tongue around your mouth.
And we would like take, and it was the full size ones, not the little baby ones. So we would just take a whole fucking fudge round and just. You got fucking fudge round all on the chocolate ring on your mouth and shit. And we just sat there and ate the whole box. Didn't even know it. We looked down. We're like, uh-oh. And he was like, dude, my mom's gonna be pissed. She just bought those this morning. I was like, we're gonna be in trouble.
She fucking said something, man.
Right?
No, my favorite was always the cosmic brownies.
Dude,
I love cosmic brownies.
Okay, question.
Yes.
When you eat cosmic brownies,
Okay.
do you eat the little fucking thing, the little chocolate things off of them first?
I used to.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes I
Okay.
do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like them on there, but sometimes I do like picking them off and just eating them
Or like if you get the
individually.
ones that aren't the cosmic brownies, but the ones with the little walnut pieces on them or stuff like that. It's like I always eat those off first because I never thought that the two of them tasted good together. So I would just eat the walnuts and then just demolish that fucking brownie. Dude.
Well, there's something about those brownies.
I'm not a huge fan of fucking
What?
nuts and shit in brownies.
They had one with walnuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind
It's
of
the
like,
old people fucking cosmic brownies. You know?
Yeah.
It's the
It's supposed to be not as
Was it
sugary
by,
or
like,
whatever.
Nature Valley or some bullshit? Like,
no, it's
Nature
a
Valley.
Little Debbie. It's the geriatric brownies instead of the cosmic brownies. You know.
like, no cholesterol in there.
I don't know. I mean, they were good once you took the fucking nuts off of them, but no, yeah.
I've never even heard
I
of
almost just bought a box today, actually, but then I decided, the old lady's on the, trying not to eat all that bullshit, and I don't want to eat it in front of her like I used to always do. I was the reason why the diet's always failed. Hey, babe, I'm getting pizza. You want some? Fuck yeah! So I've been responsible for that one too many times, and I can't do it no more. So I've been trying to eat better around her, or when I'm around her. When I ain't around her, it's fucking no holds barred. I'm going to town. Yeah,
Fucking everything you can eat.
like I got a big ass bag of fucking Reese eggs in the damn house right now. I don't even know if she knows I have them. I'll wait till she goes to sleep, and I'm over there.
She's gonna wake up. He's just gonna be in the corner with the fucking wrappers surrounding
Well, the
him.
problem is Reese's are her favorite thing, and we have a fan on my side of the bed that blows over there. So I'm just waiting for her to wake up and be like, "You fucking Reese's over there, motherfucker!"
Give me them.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting in trouble or something. No, I know you ain't hiding candy from me. Sorry. So, but yeah.
Oh shit.
Y'all ever got caught smoking the walnuts?
Yeah. Go. Let me go.
Not just parents, but anybody.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about. Well, I ain't never been caught by anybody but my parents, because I was smart all the other times except for that time. I was actually going for a job interview
Oh shit.
to work with my friend. It was probably about a half hour away from the house. But I went to my job interview, and then on the way back from the job interview, which, by the way, I did not get that job. On the way back from that job interview, everybody sparked up a bowl in the car. And then my buddy's sister was driving, and she was like, "Hey, we're gonna stop over at so and so's house." So we stopped over there. I didn't think we was gonna be there long. Well, what ended up happening was a circle of about 6 people with 6 blunts being passed. Puff, puff, pass. So every time it's have a blunt, pass a blunt, have a blunt, pass a blunt. Yep. You never went without a doobie in your hand. Well, we all 6 of us took all of these to the head. And that was actually the first time I've ever thrown up off of marijuana.
Damn.
We got that high, dude. Done. But I got home. My parents, they've got like this little front porch built onto the front of the house, and that's where they used to sit and watch TV. I walked in. I knew I was ripped off my ass, but I tried. As I was walking up to the front door, I'm like, okay.
You're like trying to sober yourself up a little bit.
Woo, we're good. Okay. I walk in the front door, and I quickly try to walk from the front door into the other front door and go into my bedroom. And then all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, come here." I'm like, fuck. I poke my head out, and my stepdad looks at me and says, "You're stoned." I was like, "No." But apparently my eyes looked like this. He kept saying, "You're stoned. You're high." And my mom sat there, and she just looks at me. She says, "You're high." And
did you say, "Hi, how are you"?
No, I did. I knew at that point in time. I knew I was fucked.
or no, I'm Sean.
Yeah, right. But at that point in time, at that point, I just hung my head low, and I went in there and I sat down on that couch.
You're like, yeah.
I knew I was in trouble, and my parents knew who I was with, so they called their parents.
Aww.
Their parents came over with the kids. His sister, being a trooper, she said, "I accept responsibility, this and that." And I was in so much fucking trouble. Like, I don't even know what happened, but after all this was said and done, my mom's, she was like, "Go to your fucking room, don't come out," and this and that. And me being high at the time, I just looked at her and said, "Can I stop by the kitchen on the way to my room?" And she was like, "No, don't stop by the kitchen." Well, my room wasn't right next to the kitchen. Like, my wall was here, and there was a cabinet that we kept all the cereal and all that shit in.
You just reach around.
I fucking grab a box of fucking cereal, and I go in there and I shut my door. And I'm just in there going to town on some fucking Frosted Flakes, dude. No milk. It kind of sucked because I didn't have anything to kind of lubricate the
Especially
cereal.
Frosted Flakes, because that shit.
Yeah, it's like it gets all waxy and then it'll fuck it, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, that was, and actually the next day I felt so guilty about it because the girl I was dating at the time, who actually ended up being my ex-wife now, I felt so bad about it. I told her, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I got high last night and this and that," and she fucking broke up with me. But then of course,
delinquent.
Yeah. Which back then, she was a big church girl and stuff like that. But yeah, she said, she was like, "No, we're no, we're not doing it." And she fucking broke up with me. But then eventually we ended up getting back together, and yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, it was a terrible but kind of a funny day, after getting caught.
You mind grabbing me one as well?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
So
I think whenever the first time I got caught,
get that coaster.
same friend.
Damn.
Yeah,
all right.
This is how we pretty much bonded at this point.
Like a stoner buddy.
It was my turn to, or it was at my house, so it was my turn to basically for him to stay the night. You know what I mean? And so we would like switch off like every other weekend. It was more like a split custody thing. You know?
That's cute.
Great. Yeah,
One weekend
cool.
you have the weed, the next weekend I have the weed.
So I didn't. He forgot all of his stuff, and I didn't have anything at the time. And we were like, "Well, we need something to smoke this out of." So we were, fuck. Oh hell, I got some. I got a can.
Hell
Actually,
yeah.
no, not this time. It was a can, aluminum foil, and we basically made a bowl out of aluminum foil.
Okay.
I think actually no, it was part of a can too. We popped it like it was a shotgun, shotgun and a beer.
Yeah.
And we had it going, we got the tin foil up in there and stuff, and we're going. And I think he was like mid puff. And my dad comes out. Oh. And I did it in my backyard. We were in my backyard by the fire pit. We're trying to start a fire. As we always used to do. And we're doing that, and both of us were like really close up next to each other. And you just see our faces illuminate. Well, just light up, the flame of the lighter. Yeah. And
oh, it was dark outside?
Oh, yeah. Like, we didn't even have the fire going. Yeah, right. It was dark as shit outside.
And, of course, his parents' bedroom windows were, like, right there.
I was behind my parents' bedroom. And their door is right the fuck there. So he comes out. I guess he saw us out of his blinds or something.
They probably smelled it.
And then all we hear is, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
Oops.
Oh shit! Yeah, man. And we're kind of like we were looking around, and like he was like, "Well, we were trying to get this fire going." I'm like, "Dude, just stop."
We're fucking busted, bro. Just shut up.
Like, I'm pretty sure he saw us do shit, and he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "Get your asses in the house." Fuck. All right.
I don't want to.
At this point, and now we already got rid of the whole bowl thing that we made, and we go in the house, and we're just getting bitched at. We're just getting that lecture, that I'm not mad, I'm disappointed thing, and then now you feel even more like shit.
Oh, dude, that hurts so much worse.
That hurts.
Oh my god.
More than getting spanked, like
right. It's always
stabbed me in the heart. Right. I would rather my parents be pissed at me than tell me they're disappointed.
Like, fucking yell at me or some bullshit. Just don't.
That shit hurts your feelings when they say they're disappointed. Oh.
They're telling us all this stuff and how it'll ruin our life and blah 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just seeing shit just flying around my mom as she's like, as she's talking.
You got like, this light behind her, and you just see.
Like, I start seeing the
oh, shit.
Damn, y'all sure that shit didn't have some angel dust in it or something?
Jesus Christ.
But she said something, and I looked at my buddy. And we both made eye contact. We were like,
Of course, you're not supposed to laugh in that serious situation,
it's
which
hard
makes
not to
you
laugh when you're high,
more, bro.
Yeah.
And it makes you laugh more, and you're just fucking losing.
We're just like slowly giggling. They're like, "Don't you start fucking laughing!" Blah, blah, blah. And,
you try to get a serious face.
Yeah, doing that tucking in tucking
the bottom lip
or the bottom lip. Yeah.
Tuck it in and then bite your cheeks, trying not to smile.
We're just start fucking laughing as they're down. They're finally just like, go in the rooms. And he stayed in the guest room. And I texted him. I was like, "Do you think our parents will let us hang out anymore?" And I guess they end up calling his parents, and I don't know what happened from there, but I basically I was out hanging out with them the next weekend.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, that was probably the dumbest thing is I did it in the backyard.
Honestly, dude, you're like right
there, dude.
At least when you and I used to do it, we would walk around to the plaza on the other side, doing it over there,
next to the propane tanks, behind the laundromat. You know?
No, not right there. We were on the total opposite side.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
That or we go walk around the neighborhood or some bullshit like that. But Yeah, never in the back.
That was pretty.
You know, much as I hate to do this, I have to pee bad. I'm gonna go pee.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those.
I'm gonna be one of those.
You're gonna ruin this podcast.
I'm gonna ruin the podcast for a minute, so I can go tinkle.
Oh my
I'm an old man. I got a fucked up bladder. Y'all talk amongst yourselves real quick, and
that's why you're over there doing the pee dance.
I'm over here doing the pee pee dance. Yeah.
Was his leg starting to shake or whatever?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Change it.
Yeah.
Change it a little.
I feel like my dickhead's about to pop off. Give me a minute.
Chris, this is the first time you got busted.
I didn't really do that stuff that often, or any kind of drugs really. So
Yeah, you were more of a drinker back in the day, right?
I'm more of a drinker now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I remember the only time I can think about was when my ex-girlfriend caught me in the garage.
Oh, dude, that was funny. Oh, yes.
She poked her head out and just gave me the death stare, and I was like, oh.
She didn't even say anything, bro. She just looked at you.
she was like, "You motherfucker," and of course that was because of me, because I was the one who was sitting there like, "Come on, it's my birthday." I think it was for my birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
No, was it the garage or was it in the back by the?
No, it was in the garage.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was definitely in the garage because I remember her opening that door and she just stared at you.
Well, that had to have been after my 19th birthday, when you remember me, your brother were standing back in the corner back there.
You dumb.
That's terrifying.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, I remember that time for your birthday. I bought that bottle of mezcal.
I was like, "Chris, it's my birthday. You have to." And then
it's like if you eat the worm off.
Yeah, and I ate the goddamn worm.
What the hell did I walk in on?
Well, no, on my 19th birthday, Chris has never been much of a stoner.
Guys.
He's never been much of a stoner, and I talked him into smoking on my 19th birthday.
All right.
And he said the only way he would do it was, have you ever had mezcal? It's like tequila, basically.
Yes.
And it has the worm on the bottom of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to do that. I had to finish the bottle and then eat the worm with it. And I did.
You know, it's funny. You're talking about mezcal and all that stuff. I was just...
Could you not, sir?
Huh. Yeah. Anyway, I was watching a show about how they were talking about the difference between tequila and mezcal.
Yeah.
Or traditional tequila and mezcal. It's like your traditional tequila is made with your blue agave, and then mezcal is just made with some other type of agave. But yeah, I was I guess kind of off subject, but it was kind of I was thinking about that. Yeah. It was Moonshiners that I was watching. One of the guys that went legal was trying to get into the legal side of. He's already doing whiskey, and he wanted to move on to making tequila. Jesus Christ!
I got it.
Break my.
Jesus Christ! Man.
Move the whole damn table there. Jeez. But yeah. Anyway, so.
Yeah, you want to continue that one, or?
Yeah, sorry, I kind of hijacked your
it?
shit.
What were we talking about?
You get caught by your ex?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
You got caught by your ex?
Well,
so you never got caught by your parents or anything?
I was never big into it. I never did it in high school or anything.
Well, that's good. You were a good kid. That's good.
I never got caught. I did it like a couple times.
Oh, you never got. Oh, you just never got caught. Okay. I got you.
I did it in public a lot.
Really?
Like in state parks,
I
on
think
trails and shit.
Oh.
That was my shit. I did it more in public than I did it like near my house, so I never really got caught by my parents.
Yeah.
One of the only times that I was actually caught was, the car wash in front of the school.
That fucking car wash, dude.
So many fights, so many.
The one that's up for sale right now?
Yes.
It's for sale.
That little tiny one?
Taco Bell?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so I remember I got caught by a teacher, but like not immediately. Thankfully, this teacher was cool as shit.
You know that teacher took that shit and then took it home and smoked it.
No, they didn't even take it.
Oh.
No, that was the thing. I got caught. But because I wasn't on school property, they couldn't do nothing about it, really. I just remember me and my friends, we were up there smoking, and obviously we had a bowl.
Yeah.
Well, one of us had a bowl, one of us had a blunt and everything. We were all trading back and forth. And I walk into school. I was stoned as hell. Of course, this teacher happened to be my homeroom teacher, first block, whatever. So I walk into their classroom, and they're like, "John, do you have a good morning?" I was like,
fucking lovely.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm having a great morning." And they're just like, "Yeah, did you have fun up there at the car wash?" And I'm like,
Damn, bitch gonna call me out like that?
yeah, in the middle of class.
Shit.
And of course, everybody kind of knows what you do up at the car wash. And I'm just like, yeah, I had a good time. I was walking in from home. I was walking to school. And I'm like stuttering over my words and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there trying not to laugh my ass off.
Wow.
And they didn't care. They were just like, okay.
Well, they know they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, no. So. Because I wasn't on school property at the time.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Exactly. They were like, all right, well, have a good rest of your day. I was like, I'm sure I will.
I'm gonna. When's lunch, by the way?
No, after that, I think I pulled out like a bag of chips or some shit out of my book bag or something. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep in that class, too.
So, what, did they let y'all eat in class and shit like that, if you wanted to?
This teacher did.
Oh,
this teacher was pretty cool.
Yeah, most of them were pretty cool about it. If you're quiet about it, don't be bringing in no damn ramen noodles that you just heated up in the microwave or some shit. You know
Slurping the shit in the middle of class or something.
Y'all fucking young kids got it made in school. Like, what do they call that? Fucking nutrition or some shit like that we was talking about?
Foods and nutrition.
Oh, that was so much fun. I love that class, dude.
And, like, I was talking to my son. He's in 8th grade, and I guess it's kind of it's a sort of a recess, but they just let them out and just let you walk around for however long and shit like that.
No, for foods and nutrition?
No. I don't think I don't think he has that. But dude, it's like when I was in school, you get past 5th grade, fuck you. There ain't no recess. Well, you go in, you go to class. Now in middle school, we had shop class. Did y'all didn't have
not
shop
in middle
class,
school,
like
we
wood
had
shop or anything?
High school.
Oh, you had wood shop in high school?
Shop, yeah.
Okay, yeah. In middle school we had wood shop, and speaking of marijuana and all that shit, and when we was smoking, there were a lot of us that made pipes out of old scrap pieces of wood in there. But anyway, yeah, we didn't have none of that shit. You know, you get into middle school, bye to recess and free time and shit like that. You got 4 minutes to go from one class to another.
Yeah, no, we had something around lunchtime, and that was generally when all of our shit was. It was like as soon as lunchtime came around, in middle school at least, you got to go walk around. Maybe you'd have a soccer ball, football, or they had tetherball courts out there, and they'd be able to play against those.
That's fucking cool.
And then high school, it was a little bit different because it was like sometimes you wouldn't eat all that much. But a lot of people would either go hang out by the tree or they'd go and play football in the front yard.
Or go smoke weed at the car wash.
No, that was the tree.
That was the
tree.
Oh, that was the tree? Okay.
Yeah, that's where I hung out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, you either played soccer in the front yard or you played football. And that was generally your recess.
Damn, see, that's crazy. But yeah, like eating in class and shit like that, dude, we would get our asses handed to us if we even had a piece of gum in our mouth.
That's how it was in middle school, though.
Yeah.
Well, high school was bad too, because I know a few of the teachers. I remember, you'd walk in with gum and they'd be like, "Spit it out right now," because they were like, "I don't want to have to clean your bullshit off the bottom of the desk."
Yeah.
And that's where we always fucking put it too.
Oh yeah.
There's a trash can about 5 foot from you, but fuck that trash can. Up
well, that's because you'd get yelled at if you fucking got out of your seat.
Exactly.
And you'd be like, okay, well, I guess I'll just stick it on the bottom.
So you caused this, The same thing with water, They let all these kids have drinks, like water and shit like that in class.
Yeah.
No. We had to get up, and we had passes, these paper passes that the teacher had to sign, and you get like 5 a semester. If you want to go get a drink or if you got to go pee, you got to, and every class that I was in, the closest bathroom was on the other side of the fucking school. So, you'd be gone for 15 minutes, and 9 times out of 10, most people, when they would get a pass to go to the bathroom, they would go to the bathroom so they could smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I remember middle school.
I mean, and I was one of them sometimes, and the teachers knew that shit, especially in high school.
Yeah.
Because I would always come back and be like, God damn, somebody was smoking in the bathroom. And they're like, Sean. And I'm like, no, it fucking wasn't me. Not this time.
I just smelled like it because I was right next to them when they were smoking.
Dude, we were good with it, though. We had these cinder blocks that were in the bathroom behind the toilet. Yeah. We kicked out one of them.
Nice.
And that's where there would just be like a community batch of cigarettes and lighters and shit like that we would have back there.
Ours was the ceiling. I remember that. You'd have to stand
like up in a drop ceiling?
Yeah. You'd have to stand up on top of the on top of the toilet and reach up there and pull them out, and that was where you got your cigarettes from.
Yeah, that's cool. But everybody was cool about it, you know.
We had in high school was senior prank.
I love senior.
Ours sucked ass.
It sucked bad. Suck ass,
but it's just cool that they let us come in after hours and.
Well, it was a cool concept. Don't get me wrong. Like, it was nice seeing, like, because we were getting into school where we couldn't usually go to during school hours. But
yeah, but it sucked because the year before our senior year,
it was awesome.
It was awesome, but they caused us to not have like as cool a senior prank as it could have.
They listed the school for sale on Craigslist.
Well, it wasn't just that either.
Shit.
And they did multiple other things, but that was the biggest thing. They even had a for sale sign on the actual school.
They dropped it. Yeah. They dropped a tarp like over in front of the like the name of the school, and they're like, for sale, call this number.
That's crazy.
And wasn't it like the actual office of the school?
I think it was.
Something like that.
See,
that was funny. Like, that's cool. That's cool. What I mean? But
dude, our senior prank, which I wasn't involved with it. I was too busy getting drunk and shit like that to fucking worry about that. But God bless you.
Who just farted? You just
you're dropping
nasty
ass. That better not stink.
I swear to God.
That was gonna be quiet.
What was that? Oh.
He's a motherfucker.
Anyway, but like our senior prank, which I wasn't involved in, but at the time when I was a senior, there was construction going on. Like they were adding on a whole nother section to the school.
Oh shit.
These kids went in there and started fucking shit up on that other side. And that senior prank actually caused them to not get their diplomas.
Oh, shit.
There was like 12 fucking kids. And they called them out the next day after. Cause apparently they put cameras in there because, you know, my buddy, he used to live right down the way. And we used to go over there and steal a bunch of shit all the time because we were assholes. But apparently they were in there spray painting shit and like ripping the drywall down and stuff like that. But there was like 12 or 13 kids, and we all went into the gym because the principal called some big meeting. He called every last one of these kids out by name, put them on the floor, and told them, said, you're not graduating, you're not graduating, you're not graduating. And all these kids had to take 12th grade over again. Like they didn't even get the option for summer school or correspondence.
Shit.
He said, I am failing you for the year because of this shit. And I'm like, glad I didn't get involved in that shit, you know?
Wow.
But it was bad, dude.
Well, ours, it was basically just vandalizing the school.
Yeah, that's all we did.
I remember they put like a lot of lube on the on door handles.
Stairs.
I was one of those.
They put them on the stairs.
Yeah.
On the actual steps?
The stairs, yeah.
Oh, hell, I'd have been shitty if I stepped on one of those.
Somebody slipped, and I know somebody ended up like fucking their leg up.
Yeah.
Bad.
Damn.
And I didn't know if it was, I guess you said it was a teacher?
I thought it was a teacher, yeah.
Okay, so it was,
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we didn't do anything that would hurt anybody. I know, like, one year, the year before us, they, like, saran wrapped the principal's car. But we had, like, this fucking food supply store where you could get, like, these 10,000-mile long saran wrap things.
Oh, shit.
And they spent all night saran wrapping his car. That shit had to have been, like, 4 inches thick of saran wrap. And they went all the way around this way, and then they went around this way. They did his whole car. Like, it was crazy. Wow. There were some people, they dyed the pool blue.
Nice.
They put like deep blue dye in the swimming pool and did that shit. Yeah. I seen one a while ago, years ago. Somebody actually took the principal's car and put it up on the roof of the building.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I seen it on Full House. You seen that show, Full House?
Old Bob Saget?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen. I don't think I've ever seen that episode.
I don't think I've
got a crane and they put the principal's car up on the roof.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
Apparently it was raining later that night, and they went out, and it was a convertible.
Oh!
So they went out and tried to get this car off, or get the top up.
Damn.
Something didn't work out. But,
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But,
Wow.
yeah, that was... Ours was trash.
Yeah,
It was
ours
really-
wasn't that great. I just remember one of the cool parts of the night was being able to stand up on the roof
We went on
and
the
just
roof.
kind of hanging out there. That was...
And y'all did all this shit like after hours?
Yeah.
That's
It's like
crazy.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that. It was
So how did you get back into the building to get up on the roof, though?
The janitor let us in.
Yeah, the janitors let us...
Because it's a thing. Like, it's senior break, you know.
Dude, see, they wasn't about that shit when I was in. They was like, you ain't coming in this fucking school, boy. But which of course they had a big open construction area, so we could access the fucking school if we wanted to.
They kept a pretty close eye on us. Like I said, they kind of shut it down since the year before.
Yeah,
But for the most part, they kind of just let us have free reign.
that's pretty cool though. I mean, they let you do it. And
Yeah.
shit, you know. The same thing with like senior skip day. You know.
Yeah.
They would never write anybody up for fucking senior
No.
skip day because not a single fucking senior would come to school except for the nerdy fucking kid that wanted to learn, you know. Shit. Which, I mean, hell, I barely went to school anyway. I take that back. I would go to school, I'd go through my first class, and I'd be like, fuck this. And I'd go over to my buddy's house, and we would sit there and fucking drink all damn day long. So,
You know what pissed me off the most about our senior break thing?
What was that?
They allowed the kids to put lube on the stairs. Wasn't there a fat dildo somewhere?
somebody put...
I think there
Hell
was.
yeah.
Someone, I don't know
Didn't
where
they
it
put it-
was.
Didn't they put it on like a teacher's chair or something like that?
I have no clue where it went.
Dude, I would have put that bitch
I've
up on the
heard-
basketball goal in
heard
the Or put it on the top of the flagpole where somebody can't get a hold of it, you know?
They allowed all that stuff in, but I bring in a fucking pack of balloons, and they just bitch me out saying, "Oh, it's too many people that have latex allergies."
Fucking vagina.
But we're not going to worry about these
This
kids
big
about
old
to
fucking
fucking
cock.
trip and fall and possibly
Right.
die and have a concussion and haunt the whole school because they slipped on the damn stairs.
Yeah. That's stupid.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
no, we gotta worry about the allergies. The fucking
No,
latex.
I got to worry about old Poindexter here who's allergic to fucking latex.
I know one guy, he had a teacher he didn't like. It wasn't our school. And, he took the teacher's chair apart, like before hours, and where the shot goes into the base of the chair, he put like fish in there.
Oh,
And it took him a week to find out where that smell was coming from.
that's
Brutal,
awesome,
awesome.
dude.
But that's a
That
good
is
prank,
awesome.
though.
That is a very
that's
good
real
prank.
good.
I'd be pissed as fuck. But
See, I always wanted to glue a teacher to the chair. Like, you ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg in it?
Yeah.
They fucking glue the nun to a chair, and she's like rolling down the hallway and shit. I've always wanted to do that so fucking bad. But-
That would be a good prank too.
That would just be awesome.
Jesus.
I don't know. But I was a bad kid and shit. Like, if I wasn't out getting drunk and shit like that, I just wasn't at school. So, you know.
yeah, it was terrible. That shit was terrible. That was,
I just wish we could have had more fun with it, but we couldn't.
Well.
From the years before fucking it up, and then everybody being so concerned with allergies and bullshit, it just kind of didn't work out for us, I guess.
yeah, I didn't. At that point, I was just like, well, this sucked. And then we were just like, fuck it, let's go look at the upstairs. Or go up
Yeah, and
on
I
the
think
roof.
that's what we did. We like busted it to the roof, and that was it. We didn't really
We just
do.
I mean,
anything
that's
else.
just
Just hung up
really
on the
fucking
roof.
cool that the janitor helped y'all out with that
Yeah.
shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
although I didn't think you expected to basically us vandalize the damn the school. But
Dude, we had somebody, they rolled during school. They got like a bunch of those Rubbermaid totes full of bouncy balls, and they let them down on the stairs. They can roll bouncy balls down the stairs and
Nice.
shit. I think that was the year my sister graduated that they did that shit. I wasn't even in high school yet, but that would have been kind of cool.
I remember one year they made like a slide out of the stairs in our school.
Hell yeah!
They took like the tumble mats that they use for like the cheerleaders and shit, and they rolled them down like the the staircases, and people they had something that they were using to like slide down.
Yeah, I forgot what.
I don't remember. I just remember they like got there super early in the morning, so when everybody was coming in, they were all already sliding down the
That's kind of cool.
stairs.
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, it would be fun. It would be fun as shit because there was like 2 or 3 flights on that step, so you'd kind of like go down, drop, and
I miss high school, man.
Speaking of like sliding down stairs and shit, y'all ever been to like a party and shit where everybody's getting fucked up and you got stairs and people are like surfing the stairs and shit? You ever done that?
Well, I haven't done it, but I've kind of like did that cardboard thing.
No,
where you did it like as a sled.
No, we was riding mattresses
kid,
down the stairs. Like that was at some of those college parties we'd go to. That like they would go out and buy a baby mattress and shit like that. And we would fucking surf that bitch down the stairs into a swimming pool full of beer. Stupid fucking shit, dude. It was dumb.
I remember I did it with a family friend, and they did a like the laundry basket.
Yeah.
And of course, it was like that. The typical, like, it made it down 2 steps.
And then catches on that next step and you fucking tumble.
Goes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, we were only, I think we were like 10 or 11 at this point. But it was so fucking funny because it was like, it was New Year's Eve, so all the parents were kind of drunk. And we're all kind of like just running around doing whatever the fuck we wanted to do. And of course, there was like 8 kids at this right now. So we're all raising hell. And we send down one of the youngest. And we're like, yeah, this is going to be awesome, dude. Go do it. And he just goes down it. we honestly thought we killed him. Because it was almost comical. Right. Because it's like, he hits the bottom of the steps. And I cannot tell you how many steps there were. But there were a lot.
There was a few.
He hits the floor. Just kind of lays there. We're like, oh shit, he just snapped his neck and he's dead. But no, he hops up. He was like, that was fucking awesome. And just starts laughing his ass off. And we're like, dude, that could have gone a little bit better. But it didn't.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man.
That's pretty cool. So, I was thinking, you know, like you get in school and shit like that, but like the bathrooms and whatnot. Like bathroom etiquette. You ever think about bathroom etiquette? Especially for like a men's bathroom and shit. What are the rules?
You don't
stand at a urinal.
You don't stand.
There's gotta be one urinal.
Every other fucking urinal, right?
Yeah, every other.
Yeah.
But there was always that one kid that didn't
care.
And he would stand in between 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
there would be open ones down the way. And he'd stand directly in between 2 people.
He'd always be the one that makes eye contact.
Right?
Yeah, he tried to talk to you.
Dude, you trying to catch a peek at what I'm working with here?
Like, dude, look at the wall and talk to me. I would rather you not talk to me, but...
Yeah, do not make eye contact with me when I got my dick in my hand, okay? Do not, no.
My dick in my hand, your dick in your hand. Like, don't lock eyes with me. Don't lock eyes with me.
Or like, have we talked about it before? Like when you go into nightclubs and you got like the bathroom attendant and shit?
No.
You ever think about that? Or even like a big airport? You ever been in an airport where they have the bathroom attendant or something like that? You go in there and take a shit, and you got that guy in there. Why do they do that? You know, it's like you're in there taking a shit or something.
Know.
If they're not there, who's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling awful fucking lonely right now. You know, the one thing I want while I'm taking a shit is fucking company. You know,
just someone to keep conversation.
Yeah, I feel so alone, and I could really use a fucking peppermint right now. I
just imagine you going in there, just hauling ass to the stall, unload into the toilet, and then all you hear is. Tap, 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 tap.
You said, no, I'm out of here.
Look underneath the stall and that motherfucker done gone.
As the door shuts, as the door shuts, you hear, "Fuck this, I quit." But why do they need an attendant? How many people go into the bathroom and need somebody to?
Just be like, I don't feel like reaching for these paper towels.
Yeah, like, hey, you mind squirting a little soap in my hand here? You know, wash it up. Oh, here's a paper towel for you, sir. And they expect you to fucking tip them.
Yeah. There's always a tip jar just sitting there. It's like,
it was like, dude, no. And especially when you go to a club, how many times do you go and piss? You probably go and piss about 40 times in the night. Yeah. You know, no, I'm gonna go in there.
Sitting there like, hey, dude, I'm back.
Right?
Nice to see you again.
Exactly. I'd be the type, I'm going to go in there and be like, hey, here's a 20. This will last me all night. Okay? Don't ask for no more. But still, and they've got this whole suitcase full of shit. You need a little cologne to make you smell good. Hey, you need a little mouthwash. They even have, back when you could smoke in the clubs and shit like that, they have cigarettes. They'd have Black and Milds, cigars and shit like
everything.
that. But why? Especially at nightclubs, all the ones I always went to, there was no door on the toilet stall. And 9 times out of 10, if you had to go and take a shit, seriously.
What?
They didn't put doors on the stalls. You'd be lucky if there were walls on that stall. Well, but they would have that attendant.
I think that
I think it has something to do with people fighting in the bathrooms and shit like that.
Well, not only that, but I think 95% of the time with that, it's like they either don't want you doing drugs in their bathrooms, and they don't want guys and girls going in there and fucking, or guys and guys or whatever else. But still, they're not wanting people to have sex in the bathrooms because it's a club. You're drunk.
But that's fun.
People get... Well, yeah, but they don't want to fucking have it happen and there's shit.
But, but it's like you think about it. It's like there's always that one stall. You look like a gold miner right now. No, but you got that. There's always that one stall. There's somebody in there taking a shit that doesn't have the door, and the attendant is right across from it. And it's just so awkward. You got the guy that's just sitting here taking a shit, and then the attendant, he's just trying to not look. Like
I think that's why they ended up putting like TVs in them sometimes.
Yeah.
So that way the attendant would have something else to watch other than the dude taking the shit right next to him.
But my question is, who the fuck wants that job? I know you can't make good money doing that shit. Sitting there smelling people's shit all day long. Well, because especially at an airport, you get people that are flying and stuff. They get a nervous fucking stomach, dude.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, they've probably been drinking a little bit.
Yes, I do. I get drunk when I fly. Fuck it. It's expensive, but I drink when I fly.
I've never flown like when I've been legally able to drink.
Yeah, but why? I mean, every time I've been into a public bathroom at an airport, there is always, at all times, at least one person in there wreaking havoc upon a toilet in there.
Absolutely.
And it's nonstop the
Usually
whole time.
It's Chris.
Usually Chris.
Usually it's Chris.
And it's all sound effects. They're in there fucking shitting, and then you just hear, yeah.
They get really graphic with it.
Why would somebody want to sit in there and listen to that? I don't get that. I don't know. That's just weird. But yeah,
definitely not something I would want to do.
Yeah,
I'll pass on that. That's. Yeah.
But it looks like we're coming close to the end of our time on the podcast here. But we would
fucking do that,
right? We'd like to hear from some of our listeners here about if there's anything that you would like to hear us talk about, any kind of subjects, questions, even anything about would you rather do this or rather do that,
Yeah, those are always fun.
Yeah. I mean, check.
Except for your stupid ass.
Yeah. If you've got questions or anything like that, hit us up on Facebook, send us a message, and we'll let us know. Let us know if you want to remain anonymous or, you don't mind shouting us out. We like to give credit to our viewers and listeners that, like to supply us ideas. But as always, check us out on Spotify, on YouTube, TikTok,
Facebook.
Yeah, just check us out, and definitely make sure if you are listening to us on Spotify, like, subscribe, even download. Every download helps us.
Even the rating.
Yeah, give us a good rating, 5 stars, if you really like us.
If you don't,
eat a dick.
There you go.
So,
all right, guys.
Yeah. Until next time.
See you next week.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.